Hi, most of you know me. I'm Dave Scott. I was working on something the other day in swimming with my athletes. I'm just going to kind of show you here as I'm sitting at my desk. The discussion came up on hand position in freestyle, which I do with my hands. And I always demonstrate with my left hand. That's kind of crooked because I ran into an SUV, so I'm going to try to stick my right hand out here. Your hands, your fingers, when you put your hand in the water, should not be like this. A lot of people think, oh, they should be cupped. They should be real, real, real tight. A lot of times when they're cupped, the fingers are flexed as well, so they're in this position, and the thumb is in real tight. If you look at the best swimmers, to hold water on the front where you're not applying a lot of speed is when your hand goes in the water, you actually want your fingers just slightly open because you kind of get a false meniscus between your fingers, and you can actually hold the water by increasing the surface area of your hand. So when you're using the paddles or when you're just putting your hand in, I want to feel like I have a firm handshake. Secondly, point your middle finger straight ahead. Don't have any eversion or inversion when you put it straight ahead. Your thumb should be out slightly on the entry, so it kind of looks like that when you put your hand in the water. And I think some of you will find if I open up my fingers a little bit, the way I teach, try something like this. It doesn't work. Try something like that. It's very hard to hold the water. If you point that middle finger, you open it up a little bit, allow that thumb to come out, you're going to have a better hand hold at the front end. I'll add one more thing. On the very finish, when your hands are at the base of your ribs, your thumb will actually naturally come in. So if you watch the best swimmers, it looks like this on the entry, and it looks maybe a little bit wider with that thumb, and it looks like this, so they close up a little bit on the finish before you draw your hand out of the water. That's a quick little skill. Try this with the paddle on. Make sure that you're not flexing your hand and putting a lot of pressure on your fingertips when you have the paddle on. Good palm pressure with paddles. Okay, that's the tip of the day. Yeah. Hey, if you've liked this information and the content in the video, please hit the subscribe button. I love pumping out the informational type of YouTube videos, so stay with me.